Bum, 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 bum. Oh, mate.
Intro!
Whoa,
Intro!
crazy. We're back. Oh my
Introduce
God.
us, Aiden!
Oh, fuck. You're really going ham with this trying to energize me thing, aren't you? Jesus.
Yeah, well, I said I would, and I'm here, and I'm ready to energize you. Take it away, Aiden. Go on.
Mate, I love it. Welcome back, boys and girls, to the 50% Doctor Who podcast. Woo! Season 3, episode...
One, technically.
Technically
Who
one.
knows?
This is so confusing and dumb now. But we're reviewing Smith and Jones on our quest to review every single episode of the revival of Doctor Who and possibly some of the spin-off shows. We'll see how we go.
If we run out of ideas, we'll be doing them.
That's fucking right, because originality is what we're good at.
It's starting to die.
Yeah, boy. We're two young boys, kind of dancing away. We have some beers, sink
Gassing
some
myself
tins,
up.
and review an episode
How
of
dare you,
Doctor
Aiden?
Who
I've just got
every week.
coffee, for your information.
What was that?
I told you last week, I only drink Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I got designated drinking days, baby. I am on the coffee tonight.
I wish my life was that together. Cheers.
Okay, I'll let that slide. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. I'll cough it. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
What? That wasn't a dig. That was a dig.
No, I know. I appreciate you saying that. I haven't heard those words in a very long time, so thank you. I actually am feeling pretty good about everything, so I appreciate it. Thank you, Aiden.
You've been glowing the last few weeks, Connor. It's been good to see.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've got a vlog out tomorrow.
Woo!
You actually get to see me watch this very episode. I sit down and I talk about just Doctor Who and shit.
Amazing.
And it was filmed on Halloween, so I'm excited for that to come out. I kind of broke my. I think I was trying to upload once a week, but I think I didn't upload last week, but I uploaded 2 weeks in a row. Missed last week. I'll upload this week. But I'm not too fussed about that. As long as the content's okay, I don't really care about uploading at least once a week. But it's like 3 uploads in the last month, so
Very
I'm
cool.
pretty proud of that. So
Yeah, my last month.
Yeah.
my last video was like 2 months ago. But literally, funny we're having this conversation. Literally today, I dusted off the Premiere file that I'd almost finished editing, but I didn't have access to some footage that I needed. But I've got it, so now today I was just inserting some of that footage.
is this your? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but is this your second last
Last vlog.
And it's already filmed.
now.
You're just waiting for it to come out.
Yeah, you're just waiting for it to come out now, man.
Look at that.
Damn.
Interesting.
And the last one is half edited and half filmed. Everything's a mess.
Oh, wait. So will the last one be out before the end of this year?
Yeah.
Shit.
Boys and girls,
Ladies
this is a
and
Doctor Who
gentlemen,
podcast, so
it's
let's
ending.
get back on to
It is ending.
Doctor
Ending.
Who.
This is a beginning,
Doctor
though.
Who.
The beginning of a new friendship between Martha Jones and the Doctor.
That's right. Shall we hit the theme song, my young man?
Press that damn button, Aiden. It's time to
I'm
hear the sting.
Pressing play right now in post-production.
Now, 50% podcast.
And now we're back.
Whoa, that was some great button pushing, Aiden, honestly.
That was great. What the
You
fuck
push
is this
my
episode?
buttons every day.
What is
I
this
don't know.
conversation? It's
We
so
both
weird.
said how tired we are. We're like trying to be like hell, like energetic when it's coming off hell forced. That's okay.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
we're
God.
both very tired boys. But anyways, like I said, today we are talking about Smith and Jones, which,
Oh yeah.
if you were wondering, is the first episode of the third series of the British science fiction television series Doctor Who. It was broadcast on BBC One on the 31st of March 2007. It sees the debut of Freema Agyeman as medical student Martha Jones. Agyeman had previously appeared as Martha's cousin Adiola in the 2006 episode Army of Ghosts. The episode sees alien police for hire called the Judoon transporting a London hospital to the moon to hunt down a shape-shifting alien fugitive called Florence Finnegan and Reed, who is posing as a human patient inside. The episode was the first to feature Martha's family, her mother Francine, played by Adjoa Ando, father Clive, Trevor Ladd, sister Tish, Googie Mabitafor Raw, and brother, Leo.
Wow.
Reggie Yates. I'm so great with names, aren't I?
You actually did really good. I'm going to give you that.
I'll allow it. Okay. So Connor and I, this is what we do. We just talk about Doctor Who every week.
Yeah.
My first thought, it's kind of not how we usually do it, but this is usually a thought that we kind of save for later in the episode because it's not really about the quality of the episode. But
Yeah.
the whole Judoon being the police for hire thing, when I watched Fugitive of Judoon and they like said that and they made a point out of that, that was the first time that I've been like, oh, they're not just like the police of space.
The space police, right.
And I was just thinking, like, Chibnall just brought that in, and I was like, all right, I mean, I guess it works, but I don't know if, it's kind of weird they're just throwing that shit in now. And then when I was rewatching it, it was like, police for hire. And I was like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, there was the whole, like, Shadow Proclamation thing, so I guess, like, it kind of... I think, and by the way, I can't remember what it's from, but I think the Shadow Proclamation got a mention in one of the episodes in either season 1 or 2. I think it was season 2. It got mentioned, so we don't really get to see what it is until season 4. But yeah, they are police for hire. They're big rhinos.
That's right. I love them
horny boys. You only
get
to see one of them unmasked, but what'd you say?
I love them horny boys.
Yeah, the horny boys.
Love me some horny boys.
You only get to see one without its helmet on. And I think that was due to budget reasons. But regardlessly, that one looks really good.
It is. It does look very good. Very, very, very good prosthetics.
I remember as a kid, though, before I even thought about budgets and shit, I was like, why do you only get to see one without the helmet on? Like, maybe they look different. I'm like, no, it's good. Budget reasons. The BBC blows.
Oh, man.
But oh well. Later on down the track, we do get to see some more Judoon platoons upon the lagoon.
That's right. This has been a wild episode. It feels like we're so not in order and rusty right now.
It's just crazy, baby.
It is, mate. We can do what we want now in season 3. We can take risks. We can do what we want. All right.
The episodes are so short now because there's no fucking quiz at the beginning that takes half an hour. I wondered why the episodes were so short recently, and I'm like,
the worst segment
there you
ever.
go. There you go. It takes it's like a fucking feature-length novel trying to get us to answer 3 questions.
It's a whole bunch of filler as well. It was the shittest segment of our show.
I guess we don't even have anything anymore because season 1 we had, what was it, facts? It was shit.
Season 1 I would just ask you a random question about Doctor Who at the start.
That was it. And then season 2 was a quiz. Season 3 we talk about vlogs that we are going to upload.
Season 3, we're just freeballing big time. We're just freeballing? Spitballing. No, freeballing. I'm going to go with freeballing. Sounds good to me.
This podcast is crazy.
Tell me your thoughts of Smith and Jones, young man.
Taking a sip of my coffee. I'm glad you asked, Aiden. That is why we're here. It's alright. I like it. It's fun. I sat down and watched it on a Saturday morning, which is really weird. I never do that. But I think my parents popped out. So I was like, I always watch upstairs because I like the TV up there, and I always watch alone. I don't like anyone upstairs when I'm watching it. So my parents were out, and I put it on. I do like there's instantly a different vibe from Rose's era. Obviously, it's still Russell, but I definitely got a different vibe. So even when the episode starts, it's like there's like this whole like hip hoppy rap music playing.
Yeah,
it's like,
I rated that.
The
airplanes in the night skies like shooting stars.
Yeah, it's Airplanes by B.O.B. playing in the background.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think it was, but it's good. I like the start. It's very quick. I've always liked Martha's family. They're no like Jackie and Mickey, but I find them quite funny. I like that their family dynamic is quite all over the place because no family is perfect. I always say when you're writing something, the characters that people relate to the most are flawed characters. That's why a lot of characters who aren't flawed rarely work. I'm looking at you, Captain Marvel. No offense.
Whoa!
Bruh.
Whoa!
I'm just saying, if they made her a lot more flawed, I think people would like her character a bit more, just like Stark. What I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying here, I'm like, the family is very flawed. There's obviously issues with her mother and father. I like that a lot. I like how her dad has like some dolly bird with him.
Yeah.
And she's like, hi, Martha, hi.
What she says, she's like, Now take me to the shops, big man.
Yeah, take me to the shops, big boy. I'm like, yeah, this is fun. It's how I choose to spend my Saturday.
Yeah.
I like this. We get the classic Doc with the tie. I distinctly remember watching this episode with my parents the first time, and again, my nan had sent over the DVDs. I think she sent over the first 2 volumes, so I had Smith and Jones all the way up to, I believe, the Lazarus Experiment, I believe. So I watched all those episodes, and then I had to watch the other half later on. But I remember sitting down and watching it with my family, and it was quite a big thing because it was like obviously Rose had left. And, Freeman was coming in. It was like a big thing because we had a new doctor, but not a new companion.
Yeah.
And I remember watching this episode with my parents, and I'm going to forget when that scene happened with the doctor. My dad was like, turn it off. We've missed the first episode. What's going on here? I'm like, no, I don't think we have. I just think it's going to come into play later. No, turn it off. I swear he said that. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure this is the first episode. And of course, later on, so my dad has no patience when it comes to TV shows. Like, it obviously pays off later. We get to see pretty much, it's literally the Stig, but it's fully black.
Some say, on Top Gear they used to do that thing. They'd be like, some say he can open a can with his testicles. That one's the one I always remember.
It's the Stig. Hey, I never watched Top Gear as a kid, but this is back when Top Gear existed and it was on the BBC. So
yeah, I mean it still exists.
Oh yeah, true. With Matt LeBlanc and Chris Evans.
I think he's left now or something. But
whoa, that's really why I tune into Top Gear. I feel like I'm talking too much. Benjamin Franklin gets a mention. I don't know why the doctor's. Oh no, he does explain why he's in hospital. There's some rain. Tish Tash Tosh is like, hey, Martha, it's only raining under your hospital. Martha's like, Tish, how the hell are you going to get employed by the government in episode 11 or 12? You're dumb. And then,
So true. So fucking true.
and then they get sent to the moon. And there's someone who works at Martha and she's like, hey, don't open up the windows, you'll die. And it's like, hang on a minute. How did you get your PhD in medicine when, you'd be dead? Yeah. Windows don't stop air from leaving. And then the doctor comes out in his blue suit. He looks lit. There's a plasma thing. There's some really bad, like, what are they call, like, extras who, like, are screaming when they say that.
Dude, they overact like crazy. It's so funny. It's so funny. Literally, everyone does.
You. I was like, what the fuck?
Every extra in this episode overacts, and it's fucking hilarious. We're gonna die!
It's really weird. I love the scene where that guy throws a fucking vase over a Judoon, and he just gets shot. It's so funny. There's a plasma ball, I think, what it's called. It's pretty stupid. There's a little shop. Anyway, and you take it away, because I feel like I'm just running on like an old woman, just like this week's villain. That's
right, and that's exactly what we do, Connor. We run along like two old men, just trying to relive their childhood.
It's kind of working.
Kind of. Look, my initial thoughts is that Martha is great, and I love Martha. She is, I don't know yet, we've watched these all before, but it's been a while, in particular, since I've watched season 3. In fact, I think it's probably been 4 or 5 years since I've seen every episode in season 3, other than Blink.
Really? Not even the final?
Yeah, not even the final.
Wow.
So this is going to be a big nostalgia one. I didn't watch the series that much as a kid either, this one. So
I heard you say last week, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't talk too much on Martha right now, but first impressions from her first episode is she is a massive breath of fresh air. I think because I really hated Rose in season 2. You can go back and re-listen to all of the season 2 podcasts if you want to relive those moments.
You sure can.
So she's great, and I think it was like a nice transition to be like, Rose, she's fucking overdramatic and shit. And then we get Donna, who's like overdramatic in the funny way and is also like hilarious, but also does have a bit of heart at the end of the episode. To then go into Martha, who is like so strong and so independent, has such a good heart. And I really like that. She's never relying on the Doctor at all in the episode, which I appreciate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of good Doctor running down corridors stuff.
Your favourite, Your favourite.
It's my favourite. It's the best way to end a David Tennant episode. It's the only way they end a David Tennant episode, Connor. Yeah, it was cool. The Judoon stomping down corridors, cool. Judoon are really iconic, and I do love them. And they're a villain that that really fucking is nothing special at all about them, other than the fact that they're rhinos. And I love that they just bring them back every now and then, because I seriously do. Every time they come on, I'm like, fuck yeah. Maybe that's like a thing of my childhood and stuff. But I remember in season 4, it hadn't been too long after. But then in season 9, when they came back for like a couple of scenes, I was like, fucking hey, that's
that was
cool.
really out of the blue, wasn't it? That was in Magician's Apprentice.
Yeah. And then obviously recently they've been back, and they might be in the New Year special, Christmas special.
They probably
as
will
well.
be, to be honest, with their mohawks now.
Yeah. So I appreciate that they've made a bit of a resurgence, and they're just going to be like a recurring villain, I guess, every like few seasons. I think is good. Yeah, real fun episodes. I love the feel and the tone of it, and I think Murray's score plays into that quite a lot. As we started this episode with me singing The Doctor Forever, this episode, they played this episode, right? That was on when he like carries Martha or something?
Yeah, and well, Doctor Forever is kind of like a mix between Martha's theme as well.
Yeah.
Like Martha's theme's kind of got the same like vocals and stuff, so it's kind of, yeah, which I love, by the way. I think I listen to Doctor Forever like every day now. Do you put Murray Gold on when you're driving? It's so intense.
Dude, I literally drove back from uni and to uni with it on today for like 35 minutes
Same.
both ways.
I swear, it's like Doctor Forever. I've been listening a lot to Majestic Tale of a Madman in a Box.
Dude!
It's kind of like a reprise of...
Fucking same!
No!
Same!
No!
From season 6.
Dun 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 dun. I love
So
it, man. It's like a bit of a reprise of like
I Am the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
Yeah.
But I think it slaps. Yeah, driving to that is like I feel like the fucking Doctor for a second.
Yeah, I'm the
problems go away.
Doctor. I'm the fucking Doctor in what's it called? The Runaway Bride. Like flying on the freeway, just whirling between fucking traffic. I'm like second gear, dun 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 dun, third gear, dun dun.
I put the door. What are we doing with our lives, Owen?
I don't know. First appearances of the Doctor's blue suit, and I think is very pretty, very suave. Looks very clean in this episode.
I love it. I said I love it.
I do love it too. It's cool.
It's great.
Suits him, looks great. I forgot that I didn't even notice in season 2 that it hadn't come up, and then when I saw him wearing it in season 3, I was like, of course, it's series 3 where they bring it in.
Is it just the exact same pattern as the brown one, but just blue?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So does the TARDIS just have multiple versions of each suit that is just a different colour? What do you mean don't question it? How can I not question it? I'm a reviewer of Doctor Who.
Well, Jodie has like 10 LGBT t-shirts in the exact same style but different colours.
You said in Go for the Week, Rose's jacket isn't there in the wide shot, and then Donna comes along. And now you're coming at me for saying some shit.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, was it? Was it really?
Fucking hell.
I think it is the same design. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is.
I'm just saying.
It is. Look, 10th Doctor's blue suit.
Does all the Doctor's clothes burn when the TARDIS changes every time he like regenerates almost?
And he gets like a new wardrobe every time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
How does every room change? Like,
No, his blue suit. Maybe it is. The stripes are way fainter in it though. They're really faint in the blue suit.
Ah.
Because the brown suit, but it is the same. The pockets are the same. I'm looking at a side-by-side comparison right now. Yeah, he just wears a different tie with them, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's lit.
It is lit. I prefer the brown, but the blue is a good variant, I think.
Yeah, it's his first costume change. It's like in season 9, the Doctor has so many weird like costume changes.
I love it. I love Pete. I swear sometimes he was just like, I don't want to wear that today. Like,
yeah, no,
okay,
I think they look really cool.
Wear a t-shirt with your blazer then, and then now that's just a thing.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like t-shirt, jumper, and then blazer, and then he's wearing like checkered trousers. It looks lit, but I'm like, what the fuck? This is so weird. Like, I never would have thought the Doctor would wear something like that.
It's so funny.
So, yeah.
So funny. Do you know what the worst costume change is?
You're gonna say Matt's, aren't you?
His season 6B costume.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna say the one that first was shown in Let's Kill Hitler.
That coat is so weird.
You hate that one. You hate that. I knew you were gonna say
disgusting.
that. I knew you were gonna say that. It's like held pointy.
Yeah, I don't mind it in
alright.
Let's Kill Hitler because it kind of looks like he's gone with the whole German, because it's like kind of like a trench coat, so it kind of fits in Let's Kill Hitler. But every episode,
so he put it on before knowing that Mel's was gonna come and be like, "Oh, Let's Kill Hitler." He's like, "Well, I've actually dressed like a bit of a Nazi today."
I've dressed
quite
for the
frankly. Who knew?
But in every episode, other than that, like the finale, what else does he wear it in?
I think he wears it also in
Closing Time.
The Girl Who Waited, I think, as well.
Does
I
he?
might be wrong. I might be wrong.
I don't think he does. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It's been a while since I watched any, because Connor and I have this rule now, which Connor has broken. I think only once. Maybe once.
Once.
I have only just stuck to it. I nearly broke it today, but
With what?
I've been really having an urge to watch some Matt recently.
You wanted to watch Dreamworld, didn't you?
That's right. That's
Don't
right.
skip ahead.
No, I've just had an urge. Season 7 is definitely not one of the best seasons of the show, but it's one of my most nostalgic seasons. And especially because every episode's like a mini movie, which we've discussed before on the show. It makes each episode stand out a little bit more. And I just had an urge for it, and I was listening to some season 7 score, and I was like, I could go for the name of the Doctor right now. That's I'm a big fan of that episode.
A Secret He'll Take to His Grave is a fucking great song.
Oh, that's so good.
Slaps. Yeah, it's brilliant. And that whole scene is brilliant as well. Just the hype of the 50th and like.
As a kid, I was like, "Fuck, Matt's
dude,
good."
yeah, it was so that was excitement.
I loved as well.
Episode.
It's like the only season final that is like really like a cliffhanger, because you get like quite often the season finals are just like, oh, the Doctor's just lost his companion or it's just regenerated, and it's like a thing of like, sure, what's the new Doctor going to be like, or how's he going to cope now that Rose has died? Sure, there's that. But, like, this is, like, the one time where the plot is really like, oh, shit, we're going into the next episode in, like, 6 months' time, and it's going to be big.
It did really well as a one-parter as well.
It did.
Considering how bad fucking When the River Song was, I think.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried it was only one part. But
it is
I think
a little
it does
messy,
great for its time.
But it's just, there's so many good scenes.
Yeah, it is
a
a bit. It tries to fit a lot of stuff in, but I think it does pretty well for a standalone.
It's probably one of my most watched episodes, I'd say.
Yeah, I remember just that episode being just the hype around it was crazy. Like you finally get to see like what kind of episode the 50th is kind of gonna be like. That kind of takes me back, man. I feel like the other day I was thinking, I'm like, will I ever be as excited as I was for like something like Force Awakens or the 50th again? I don't know.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not for a while.
Because like
I don't
Doctor
think so
Who
either.
and Star Wars are the two things I guess we kind of grew up with. And Doctor Who, it's had its 50th, and it'll
60th
never be.
60th is probably next.
Yeah. But it'll never be, I don't think, the hype as it was for a kid. Even if it becomes like the best, most well written and well made show of all time, it'll never have that nostalgic value. I don't think, as it did for the first time we experienced the 50th and stuff. And Star Wars is just true. Like, even if they take 10 years off now, it's all just going to be a bit fucked now because of everything that's happened.
Yeah, I think Star Wars is probably the most hyped I've ever felt about anything about Force Awakens, and we all went to the midnight screening together. That was like that. I don't think I'll ever like. I remember when like a long time ago in A Galaxy Far Far Away came out, my heart was going like 110 beats per minute. Mm-hmm. Like I could not believe it was happening. Like
I love literally anything they do, we clap at. It's like legit. The Lucasfilm logo comes on, everyone's like, woohoo! Crowd dies. A long time ago in A Galaxy Far, Far Away. Crowd dies. And then it's like, boom, 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 boom. And crowd just like screams. People are crying, can't even read the font because they're all crying so much.
And you just see Luke Skywalker has vanished. And you're like, what the fuck? Oh my God!
I literally heard people like the first 4 words of the crawl will fucking blow your mind. And I was like, what could they be? And I was like theorizing, coming up with ideas. Nothing could prepare me for it.
Skywalker has vanished.
Crazy.
Bruh!
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'll be that happy again. Yeah. Not so much hype as that, but it was good. What did you think of the whole catalog thing? I thought that was pretty cool. I remember you could buy the scanner.
Yeah, I've got one. I should have brought it down.
Do you really? could you actually mark people's hands?
Yeah. And it was like an invisible font as well. And so you'd shine a light on it and then it'll come up. It was like an invisible pen.
Ah, just like with the old sonic screwdrivers, they used to be invisible pens.
Oh, did they?
For some weird reason.
I don't know.
Yeah? Was yours not like that?
No, I had some special ones that came... It was like a dual pack. And it came with like a Toclophane. And that prop was pretty shit. But then it was like 2 props of David's Sonic, like one of David's Sonic and one of the Master Sonic, and I meant to like shoot it at the Toclophane. It was like
I remember you said, I remember that. I remember you said, I completely just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. All I could think. When you said that, all I could think about is that shot from that dumb fucking 50th thing we made for Dan's channel, and it has that stupid ass one, the Masters one that it was yours, the Masters Sonic, and it ends with Daniel doing a voiceover saying Gallifrey returns and so does its villains. I lost my train of thought what I was going to say, but either way.
That's funny.
That was it. Remember how we said in high school or middle school, we were like, I want to buy the actual prop replica of sick. Matt Sonic. That would be sick.
That'd be awesome.
I that's my favourite Sonic, so
yeah,
I wouldn't mind getting that one day, just to put in my shelf. And
I'm a big fan of Matt Sonic, I think, and I think because I had like the toy of David's and stuff, and it's a pretty good toy. Like it feels strong and it feels it's good. But I never got a Matt's one, so I think I would want a Matt's one.
Yeah, I remember I bought the Sonic in once to school. And everyone said it was a dildo, so I never brought it in again because everyone was making fun of me.
They didn't see Jodie's yet then.
Yeah, that I would cop as a... Wait, sorry, that sounds like I wanted to cop the dildo. No, I would have copped the abuse of people, of being verbally copping the abuse of people. Oh my God, I can't say anything. I would verbally cop the abuse.
This episode was written by Russell, of course. And it was directed by Charles Palmer, who before this episode hasn't directed an episode of Doctor Who. However, turned out to direct a few bangers over 10 years of the show.
Doesn't he do Blink?
No, you're wrong. So Smith and Jones, and then he does the next episode, Shakespeare Code, which is slightly less of a banger from memory. But then he comes back and he does Human Nature and the Family of Blood. Whoa! And then 10 years later, he does Oxygen and the Eaters of Light.
What?
So weird. What the fuck?
That's crazy. I'm just eating some Thai food right now, but that's crazy.
Ain't that
Really?
Ain't that weird?
Oxygen, and I actually watched I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He's so good. I've been seeing his reviews for years, but I've not watched him. I believe he just changed his channel's name to Harry's Moving Media, I think. But he does the reviews.
Harry's Moving Castle. He's like,
yeah. I finally just started watching him. I love his videos. They're so funny.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of how we talk about Doctor Who. Like, grew up really liking it, and suddenly it became quite painful.
Yeah, he fucking hates the show now.
Yeah.
I have. Do you have any goofs of the week this week, Cotter?
I don't. I try to look out for, because in the episode, Tennant takes off his shoes, and I was like, there must be a shot of him after this with his shoes on. And anyone that I could try and find, I couldn't.
Wow.
I couldn't. Like,
that was a very funny scene. He has very hairy feet as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's very good, yeah. He's shaking.
I haven't checked out David Tennant's Wiki Feet score, but I'm sure it's pretty high. I only know about that website, by the way, because I listened to this podcast and
swiftly
they
moving
talk about
on.
it quite a bit. Moving on, as the old doc says in the episode.
Yeah, funny scene. I love when his Sonic breaks and he's like, I broke my Sonic.
Yeah, so is that the OG Sonic gone?
I guess. And then does he just... I don't know. You've watched the next episode. I haven't yet. He just gets it back? Or...
I haven't seen... I think I saw in music. He uses the psychic paper.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think he does. Nah, because it's like oldie times and there's a lot of wood. It doesn't work on wood.
Sure, yeah.
Item.
He
it's
definitely
not
has
like,
it
you
into
know
the
how...
dock, because he uses it to open all the doors, doesn't he? Into the cars, I think.
Yeah. Didn't he say he bought it from like the factory that's now full of bananas? So he went to go get a new Sonic and he's like, oh shit, I forgot I turned this place into a banana shop. I have to go a little bit further back before I did this shit. At least he's got a new face now. They were like, oh, it's not him. Come in. It's not Ek. It's not Ek. You can come in. He's like, you fucking dumb shits.
Fucking hell. Alright,
Yeah.
I have a... It's really not a goof of the week. It's me grasping on straws. I don't know... just for the sake of the segment, guys, it's time for Australia's favourite segment, Goof of the Week. Wow. It's really not a goof of the week. It's just like a kind of shit production thing.
Okay.
It's not a goof at all. It's just bad filmmaking.
Okay.
There's just one scene where the lighting is so shit, but it's so noticeably like not natural. Like when him and Martha walk out onto the porch, which is an amazing scene, by the way.
Right.
And it's really nice, but there's like this weird. They have like a blue light on them, which is obviously meant to be like the moon light, like from outside. But then there's like a gold light that comes down their head, on the back of their head and stuff, which is meant to be like the hospital light, I guess, like the light coming from the hospital, like because in film it's all about like motivated lighting, and the lighting's got to come from different directions and stuff. But this lighting is so warm and it's so fucking hot. It just looks so out of place. It's so weird, and it just looks like they're definitely on a set, you know?
Well, I guess that kind of is a goof, Aiden, because if the hospital's been taken from Earth, that means that like
It'd have no power.
Yeah, no power. Yeah.
Oh my god, this whole episode is a goof now.
Aiden, we found a goof of
goof.
the week whilst trying to find goof of the week in
This
goof
is
of the
why.
week.
This is why it's Australia's favourite segment.
By the way, I only noticed today from rewatching, or should I say, re-listening to the episode, that you say that it's Australia's favourite segment. I don't know why. I've never picked up on you
say it
saying
every
that.
week.
I love it.
It's Australia's favourite segment.
I don't know why. I know, because we have a lot of British viewers, so I think it's nice to remind them every now and then that we are from around down under.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are trapped in deep didgeridoo.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Oi. Yeah.
Oi.
We do fight kangaroos as we try and go to our cars.
Swiftly moving on.
Why have there been no Australian Doctor Who themed episodes?
Oh
no, It's in the pilot. They go to Sydney Harbour Bridge or some shit.
So dumb.
No, they go to Sydney Opera House.
Well, I guess
we're in Australia. It's like, oh shit, what up?
That's a nice green screen.
You mean they didn't actually fly there for a scene? Shit.
Nope. I guess there's
Lazy.
not like because when they it was a cool time when BBC and Matt had come along and Doctor Who was starting to get really big in America and the BBC jumped on that and it allowed them to do these awesome location shoots in America for like season 6 and 7, which is dope.
Like Utah and stuff.
And it's just like I don't think it was ever big enough in Australia to warrant that, which is the same. But Australia's landscape is so uniquely Australian. But I think a lot of them can just like, they'll be like, oh, it's a desert. We could just do that over in Africa or like, you know, somewhere.
Yeah, they shoot in Africa a lot, especially season 11 and 12.
Yeah.
That's pretty close to Australia.
In season
just
not
pop
at all.
over. Yeah, I know. Just pop
in season
over.
12, by the way, they have they go to Victoria. It's where the Master's been hiding.
Yeah, but that's clearly shot in South Africa.
You know, I genuinely thought it looked very much like the Aussie bush. I'm not gonna lie.
It's such a beautiful place, though, just like Australia.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you know that you see that photo in like Christmas Carol of like the classic Australian kangaroo sign?
Yeah.
It's like I think they're at Uluru as well. We went to Uluru.
Classic.
You can't go to Uluru now, folks. Actually,
you can. You just can't climb it.
Oh. Well, what's the point of that then? Actually, you shouldn't because I always joke about having a story about that place, but my dad's cousin took a piece of rock from it, and I'm not kidding. This is actually a true story. She took a piece of rock from it and took it back to WA, which is where we live, Western Australia, and or is Uluru? Where is Uluru? Is it Uluru? Is Uluru in Western Australia?
It's in the Northern Territory, but it's very close to the Southern Territory.
Okay, see, for a second there, I was like, where the hell is it? Yeah, they took it home, and people in the family started getting sick, like, quite ill. And then she was convinced it was because of the rock. Then she returned it, and then everyone got better again. So that's a Doctor Who story right there.
Weird.
That's the one I'm going to write, Aiden, if I ever get the chance. That is my TED Talk. Thank you, everyone.
Moving on to Australia's second favourite segment, Behind the Scenes.
I actually really like this thing for this, Aiden. So press that button.
I've already pressed it. I press it as soon as I say it. So...
well, you're pressing my buttons by doing that.
I am. I add the stings and stuff afterwards when I edit to the listeners that don't know. So...
that is true.
When we say press that button, we don't have buttons for it. What did you say?
The time has come to push the button. Push the button.
We got to pump it up. Yeah, we got to pump it up.
Different song, but okay.
You
have to claim this video as a cover of a song now, Aiden, so thanks.
Okay. Fucking hell. Alright, I haven't read these yet, so I'm just going to read them straight from the source. Filming took place mainly in August 2006 with additional work done in September, October and November of that year. That's a big shooting time.
That's quite a lot.
Especially considering it's mainly set-based. The hospital was filmed in several places over August. The School of Sciences at the University of Glamorgan was used, as well as parts of the Singleton Hospital in Swansea.
Swansea!
Yeah, and then some studio work. The alley at the end where the TARDIS was parked was filmed in Pontypridd in September 2006. The scenes featured Martha's family were recorded in October 2006, also mainly in Pontypridd. The street scenes that Tish at the start of the episode were filmed in Queen Street. There's no juicy goss of this episode, I don't think.
There must be some, Aiden. Keep digging.
Okay, early in the episode, a shot of the front of Singleton Hospital is seen where part of the building has been removed, and an image of the London Eye added to make it appear that the hospital is in the location of St. Thomas's. Was that a good fact for you?
That's pretty juicy.
A shot in which the Doctor uses a door lock to lock a door was the final thing filmed for the episode and does not depict David Tennant's own hand. Originally, the scene had the Doctor use his sonic screwdriver to lock the door. It did not occur to anyone on the production staff that this contradicted a prior scene in which the sonic screwdriver was destroyed until post-production. The shot of him using the lock was hastily filmed and inserted. That's funny.
Okay, I didn't even notice that.
That's very funny.
To be fair, that's not the kind of thing you're going to notice. But that happens quite a lot with the whole hands thing.
Yeah, but as a scriptwriter, surely Russell should have been like, oh, I can't use the Sonic. I just destroyed it, you know?
The Doctor using his sonic screwdriver to lock the door just after it got destroyed. That's crazy. Okay. That happens. You know, we all goof up sometimes, Aiden.
That's right.
We're all human.
We all goof for the week.
Yeah. There you go. That's a fat goof of the week. If only I noticed it.
Yeah, that's all the behind the scenes on here, really.
Are you on TARDIS Wiki?
No, this is just the Wikipedia page I always go on.
Okay, well, next week I suggest you go on TARDIS Wiki because they have heaps of notes about the episodes, and they actually have a whole list of like production errors, which I don't look at because I'm like, oh, I want to catch the goose of the week. But they have the massive list of all the production errors. They have all the behind the scenes facts, all the references. It's actually really handy. So if you are looking for some facts, I go on it after the episodes. I've watched them because it's just fun to like hear some stuff about.
Save it for me.
That's why last week when you read all the facts, I knew them all.
I know, I hated that. I like to surprise you.
But that's why I didn't look this week.
Okay, production errors. In the ending scenes when Martha is looking inside and around the TARDIS, the door cuts from open to closed, then back. In the scene where Martha notices that the hospital is on the moon, when she says the line, declaring this, you can see that her head moves whilst talking. However, the reflection in the window does not.
Oh.
Gasp.
How do people spot this?
Crazy. Yeah, that's it. There's not much goss on this episode, is there?
I can tell you some goss. I wonder what Billie Piper thought when she saw this.
That's an interesting thought, isn't it?
I wonder if it's like you get hell salty. It's like, oh, that's my position.
Yeah, who's this bitch?
Well, no, because Billie left on her own terms, didn't she? I mean, she wanted to leave. Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. You run a Doctor Who podcast.
Sorry, I don't know every fucking fact about Doctor Who, Connor.
You don't know if... No, I think she did. Because I guarantee the BBC would have loved her to stay longer. I mean, we got Jenna Coleman for 3 seasons. We could have gotten Rose Billie Piper for 3.
Jenna was like part of the show for 4 fucking years.
Apparently, I heard today she was the longest running... Well, not longest running companion. Maybe she was, but I think she was the longest working companion. Because she'd also been in... she was in Asylum, yeah.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, she's in Asylum and then Snowman, and then she's finally in Bells of St. John.
Yeah.
So I think she is the like longest running like working actor of Doctor Who, like companion wise.
Yeah. That I love the Snowman. I was listening to the score for that today as well. The score is so good. I know
I'll never understand why. Yeah, you know, you've always liked it. I don't know why. I was thinking the other day, I was like, shit, Aiden loves the Snowman. Yeah, you always... I remember watching it and being like, oh.
Okay, hold on here, honey.
Okay.
We have a whole bunch of... Martha's family is just full of people who have been in the show before. So...
What?
Obviously, Freema was in Army of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Freema's mum played Sister Jat in New Earth.
Of course! Oh yeah, I can see that now.
Anna Reid, who I believe was the old lady, appeared as Nurse Crane in the 7th Doctor story, The Curse of Fenric. Trevor Ladd previously appeared as Frax in the 6th Doctor story, Mind Warp. I believe he is the dad. No, he's not. That's Riggy Yates. Oh, no. Wait. No. Oh, Riggy Yates is Leo. Yeah, Clive, the dad. Yeah, that's the dad. Yeah, that was him. And then Roy Marston previously appeared in the 8th Doctor audio drama, Human Resources. I have no idea who he is. Mr. Stoker. See the doctor? The doctor guy?
Sure. I watch a TV show. I think I've said before called Last Tango in Halifax. It's a great show, and the lady who plays the what's it called, the Percival,
you got it right the first time, but I don't remember how to say it.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. She's in it. She plays like the lead role with I think his name's Derek Jacob, who plays the Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the show together, which is cool because they're both in this season. I'm going to tease something here. You're going to have to wait a long time for this. You actually have to wait till next year. You know this, Aiden. But I can't wait to tell the audience this. I have an insanely cool fact about that actor who plays the Master. You have to wait. Shit, you're going to have to wait literally like probably till late Jan to find out.
Possibly. Or maybe sooner.
Doesn't that send you that we won't finish season 3 until next year, like late Jan?
Yeah, and I hate it.
Why?
Because I just like watching the show, and I like even though this episode that we're recording right now is kind of fucked, and we're just like, it's so incoherent.
Yeah.
Well, I love recording the show.
Yeah, I mean, I skipped ahead, and Aiden got upset.
You did, but then I was making
Shakespeare
jokes.
Code yesterday.
Connor sent me a Snapchat of him watching the Shakespeare Code, the next episode we'll be reviewing. And usually we don't watch the next episode until after we've reviewed the current episode.
That is true. It's the first time I've done this.
So he like skipped ahead and was watching the next episode last night, and I was like, "You fucking broke the rule, dog!" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know there was a fucking rule." And then
I did not swear.
I know.
You make me sound like some fucking hooligan.
Okay, I'm dramaticizing.
You make me sound like I hate you outside the show. Why are you talking to me, Aiden?
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, wait, does this mean we can go twice a week now?" And you were like, "No, I just won't have time to watch it till for ages."
Yeah, because I can't watch it tomorrow or Thursday. Come to think of it, I probably could have watched it Friday or Saturday morning. I don't know why I skipped it. But,
all I'm
even
saying
Sunday night.
Is if all the fans out there are wanting us to go twice a week, I just want you to know that it's Connor that's not letting it happen.
Well, no, because I think that we're already being Speedy Gonzales with the whole show. To be fair, we're probably not. It's probably like the 24th week in the row or something like that.
23rd.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, we actually aren't going that fast because we're only in season 3. I do get worried that we're going to get big and then be like, we have no Doctor Who to talk about anymore.
We'll always make it work.
Why am I here?
But I do want to pitch you something. I don't know. Should I pitch it on air? This is a fucked episode. I might as well.
Got nothing else to talk about. I'm joking.
It's weird because it's like, I think it's a kind of fun episode. There's really fun dialogue and a fun script, but there's just not that much to talk about with it.
It's alright. I didn't love it, to be honest.
I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, because I liked it a lot as a kid. Nicholas Briggs is the Judoon, by the way. I read that before and I forgot to say that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the voice. Oh, Joe.
Ko, no, Joe, ro, Joe, mo, so, no, Joe.
David does it really
well. Help me, I'm in serious pain right now.
Connor, my pitch is during December. Should we go? I'm just saying it'll be cool to go twice a week so that our Christmas special can actually be The Voyage of the Damned as a Christmas special. Can
you excuse me for a second, please, Aiden?
Okay, Connor's walking away.
I thought about what you said, and I might just do that. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I think that's kind of cool.
We'll have to. I think we should.
Wait, so recording. we will have finished season 3 by the end of the year.
I think that would be cool. We wrap season 3 at the end of the year, but
you will hear my master fact.
Maybe it depends. This is all just an idea floating around, but we'll talk about.
I do like the idea of doing a Christmas episode at Christmas, so we can drink some alcoholic eggnog.
That's right.
As we toast to our differences and watch Voyage of the Damned with Banacana Fanalata.
Balacaffa Fatalata.
And the sweet beauty of having Kylie Minogue.
That's right. Australia's own.
That was such a weird guest appearance.
Yeah. What
a dead air. Fresh Prince of Dead Air.
This is a Yeah. Look, no, we'll have to talk about it because we'll have to, I think, start recording them in advance so that if there is like a week where we can't do it twice in the 1 week, we still have it.
Uh-oh. Here comes the Saturday shows again.
No, like
Well-
most of the time I'm free Monday, Thursday nights now. So
Yeah, so I'm busy every Wednesday. I shoot for a laugh.
I love how this podcast is. I was just scheduling the next episode.
I think it's interesting to see what happens behind the scenes. That's
Yeah,
kind
you
of why
do.
I filmed.
The listeners are like, sorry,
Well-
this is the Doctor Who podcast.
We'll just see how poorly performing my next vlog will be. How poorly performing it is. No, I shoot for a laugh on Wednesday, so and then another once again on the weekend. But yeah, to be fair, I always say like it used to be Thursdays. Remember when we used to shoot on Thursdays? And
I don't. We do it on Tuesdays at the moment, and I'm not a huge fan because I always have to like run from my house to leave afterwards.
the only reason I do on Tuesdays is because of you.
Yeah, but I give you the options now of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for the last few weeks.
I know. And the only reason I didn't do Thursday this week is because I'm going out. I would have said Thursday.
My ideal day to do it is a Monday because that gives me the whole week to edit it. Because on Thursdays I only have 3 or 4 days to edit it. 3 days, and a lot of the time I don't have time for it. So Mondays is the best day for me.
That probably could work, to be honest. I mean, I normally watch the episodes on Monday, but I can change that. That could actually work. I'm not against that. Yeah, we probably could do 2 a week, folks. So that could be quite fun. We could actually, to be fair, I have more of a need to want to speed watch this season than others. Like, I'm very keen to watch these episodes, like Gridlock and. But I'm like, I don't even like these episodes that much. Why am I trying to? Like, I sat like this. I was so excited. I was so excited to watch Shakespeare Code. I'm like, I don't even like this episode. Like, why am I? Yeah, I was so excited to like go upstairs and watch it. Because I like you, I haven't watched these episodes in like so long. So
Yeah.
I'm like season 2 I'd watched so much and once. It's like first time in a while I've been like, oh, it's nice to actually want to watch the episodes again. So hey, I'm down. Again, my only fear is that we're gonna run out of
Don't worry about that
Doctor
for
Who
now.
episodes.
Don't worry
Hey,
about-
we're in a pandemic. They're not gonna film season 13 till probably my kids are born.
Yeah, but
like,
we have Torchwood, we have Class, we have Sarah Jane, we have Classic Who.
Class.
Classic Who could be a fun one to do every now and then.
Uh-oh. I've been called out for not knowing much about Doctor Who. Sorry, Classic Who.
By who?
A few people. They're like, oh, look at this guy. He thinks he knows Doctor Who. What's your favourite classic episode? And I go, Earthshock. And they all laugh at me. I've seen Earthshock. I've seen Genesis of the Daleks. And I think that's it. And I've seen Robot. And another one with Tom Baker and this lighthouse.
I haven't even seen that one.
Yeah.
The Horror of Fang Rock, I believe it's called.
That's it. I've been keen to watch a few. I wouldn't mind watching Survival. Even though I hear it's quite shy.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though. I actually liked it. Like it is shit, but it's fun.
Maybe I actually am quite mature now to watch it. Because I tried to watch them as a kid. I was like, this sucks, bro.
It'd be cool to do a couple down the line. Bottom line is kind of, don't stress. We'll always make it work. All right?
I'm hyperventilating because I'm stressed. I'm just saying, like, when we get to season 5, there's only 7 seasons left.
Oh no.
And I'm just saying, it's not like
Connor,
fucking
we won't get to
Buster. There's a
season
new
5
season
until
every
beyond
year.
halfway through next year.
Not if we keep doing 2 a week like you're suggesting.
Well, 2 a week it's just a plan for December. It's like a holidays treat, and then in January probably back to normal, or we could continue twice a week depending on how we go.
That's fun because I'm actually in like such a good mood in December. A bit of mistletoe gets wrapped around my heart,
Oh,
and because I love Christmas, so I wouldn't mind actually doing a Christmas episode with you.
yeah.
And over Christmas, it's so fun. Like everyone's just sinking
Yeah.
beers and having fun, and that'd be quite
Maybe.
fun. Because
Connor.
like, what?
Here we go. All right. You heard it here first, folks. In December, Connor and I, maybe not the first week, but at some point in December, Connor and I will be coming at you twice a week so that we can finish off season 3 in December. We'll have Voyage of the Damned as a Christmas special, and we'll do it in person.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god!
We'll do
Well,
Voyage of the
are you
Damned
gonna-
in person.
Are you gonna catch up on the bloody YouTube uploads?
We don't have to, yeah, I don't know if we'll film it. Maybe we will. Yeah, sure.
What do you mean?
We can.
Oh, you mean we're sat in the same room together?
Yeah, because we do this over Skype, and it's fine. It
Okay.
works. But I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'm
it'll
happy
be
to
even
do that.
funnier in person. We'll have more banter.
Yeah,
in
sink
person.
some whiskey eggnog.
Yes. We'll just
Get in the Christmas
let's actually
spirit.
do it. Let's just have some like
Yeah, I'll
whiskey
do
together
that.
or some shit. And
It actually annoys me that I do think sometimes people don't remember, or if they're like a new fan of the show, they don't know that we shoot it over video call, because sometimes it sounds like, if you don't know it sounds like we're just quite socially awkward with each other, because there's that like brief like half a second pause where it sounds like we don't know which one of us should speak next.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we're like,
it is like that though.
I don't know if that would happen in person.
Nah, it wouldn't.
I mean, we shot the original season 11 50% Doctor Who podcast season, which is now piloted on my channel and will never see the light of day again.
Shocking.
And that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. But yeah, I'm so that's for Voyage of the Damned.
Yeah, Christmas special. We'll do it in person. But
Okay,
then we
yeah,
also need to figure
I'm
out.
down to
We may end up having a week because when Remembrance, fucking whatever it's called, Revolution of the Daleks comes out. When that comes out, we should get on recording that like ASAP. You know.
Oh yeah, because that'll probably be our last new Doctor Who episode for yonks.
Yeah. So like even if like
I don't think they're filming
we film Voyage of the Damned a little bit in advance, and then that comes out as like a Christmas episode, and fucking Revolution comes out on like Boxing Day or something, like you know, like we'll make it work.
Yeah, so we're in Australia, folks, so the new special will either come out for us on Boxing Day or the 2nd of Jan.
Weird.
Which is weird, yeah, but you know, we'll have to try and get it out as quickly as we can, so you can hear me cry into a mic for an hour about how much I disliked it. Probably.
Connor,
I'm gonna go in hopeful, Aiden. I know you think that I'm a Christmas Grinch at the moment about Doctor Who,
you are.
but I promise you, I'm not. More of an Ebenezer Scrooge, to be honest, over Doctor Who at the moment.
This has been a weird episode of
an
our
hour.
show. It's been an hour of us literally rambling and then sometimes
I barely
talking
said
about
anything
Smith and
about
Jones.
it. Final thoughts on it. I think Freem is pretty cute. That's what I'll say.
That's your final thoughts. So
Yeah,
10
I
out
hope
of
people
10.
don't think. I hope people don't think I'm trying to sexualize. Nah, everyone says Dave. How come I grew up with people saying like my mum's always like, "Oh, David Tennant's so handsome." I'm allowed to say Freem is attractive.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, she
sexualizing
is,
her. I'm not sexualizing her. I'm just saying she's attractive.
Yeah.
I hope I don't lose my job over that statement.
What's your final score for the episode, Connor?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, Connor.
I was thinking a 7.5, but no way. Do we both agree?
Oh my god! For the first time in dun 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 dun.
Like a season.
Let me research. Dun 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 dun. The first time since the Girl of the Fireplace, these two young men have given the exact same score. And before then, it was a long time since we gave the same score. Before then, it was Father's Day where we gave the same score.
Well, I remember the first few episodes we were like, we agree on everything.
Oh, how that changed.
Wait, what did we give Beyond the Fireplace?
We both
9.
gave it a 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So we both gave it a 7, and same as you, I'd originally written 7.5.
Yeah,
and
I was
when
gonna
I was
say
actually writing my notes, I was like,
Nah.
there's not much to talk about, is there?
Yeah, I was like, I thought that. I'm like, do I even like? I barely thought about it after I watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
But again, if you do want to see me sit down and watch it, by the time this episode comes out, the vlog will be out, and that'll be at youtube.com/ConnorHannum, or just type in Connor Hannum into your search
That's
box,
right.
baby.
I don't know. Do I apologize? Do we apologize to our listeners about just this weird stream of thoughts that this episode is?
I live for episodes like these.
Yeah.
It's like episodes of the Marlowe show where like me and Dan just sit down and go, we have nothing to talk about, let's just riff. And I always think that's the funniest and funnest.
Yeah.
I do, but then the next time I come in, I'm like, This is a serious episode, Connor. You're gonna plan notes. You're gonna write stuff down, talk about. You've got a show to run here. But I think the occasional sitting back with your hands crossed is a bit fun.
And just riffing out of some weird info.
Yeah.
We talked about Doctor Who. We talked about all sorts of things today, didn't we?
Yeah, and next episode we film, maybe we'll know who is going to be the new president of the United States. That'd be fun.
Harold Saxon.
Aha! Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Go, Harry.
Alrighty, so come at us.
I do want
on
John Sim
Twitter.
to be the president.
Come at us on Twitter. 50 Doctor, great place to be.
I love that.
Follow us on Spotify. Review us. Not based off of this episode, probably. But and tweet at Connor at Hannum Connor. Follow him on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube at Connor Hannum. Follow me on Twitter at Greenie_pro. And subscribe to me on YouTube at Greenie Productions.
We also have a YouTube channel for this, but Aiden doesn't upload on there, so that's great.
It takes time, alright? And they're really tedious, and no one fucking watches them.
Yeah, no one's going to watch them if you don't upload. I guess we're just like a Spotify exclusive.
We're on pretty much every
yeah, but I don't
podcast thing.
I don't know anyone who doesn't use Spotify listen to podcasts. I know the odd person who uses Apple Podcasts, but that's it. We might as well just get bought out by Spotify at this point.
Yeah, well, our company is so successful because of our show that we're thinking of buying Spotify, actually.
True. Well, they'll buy us for like 100 million like they did with Joe.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good starting price. We can just split it 50 mil each. I guess I can live off that, maybe.
Well, we are bigger than Joe Rogan's podcast, remember. We are the biggest podcast in the world.
That's true. I mean, we need to get Kanye on to talk about some Doctor Who episodes. I'm sure he's watched a few in his life.
Yeah, he's got a few. He loves them, doesn't he? He likes Angels Take Manhattan.
Oh yeah, I heard him talk about it the other day on Twitter. At Yee. He put, yo, the 50% Doctor Who podcast is so lit, man. I don't even care if Trump wins anymore. I just want to watch this.
I just like listening to at 50 Doctor. It's so good. That's what he said.
We really do need to get a shout out by at Yee on Twitter. Do you know what really annoys me? So before we go, I was thinking the other day at work, I'm like, what if we do eventually start filming these like down the road? And I'm like, there's going to be multiple seasons that are just audio only.
That's
like, all
fine.
these new fans are going to come and be like, I can't find the footage for seasons 1 to 7. And we were like,
It's
yeah,
cute that you think people are going to give a fuck so much about our
It's
show.
gone. Geez, Aiden, I love to hear how much you think our show is going to be successful. That you say no one's going to care that they don't have
gives a
footage.
fuck. I'm kidding. They do love us. They love us on Anchor.
We got a lovely comment on Twitter this week. Someone said, I'm going to listen to this in the gym. And I was at work. I was having a pretty shitty day. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Someone actually does listen to us.
She's, is her name Vic from memory?
Yeah.
She said
she's
some
really sweet.
lovely things over the time. I've noticed her come up a few. Sorry, Vinny? Vinny. Miss V is a Twitter. Go follow her. She likes Doctor Who. And she's very nice to us.
Yeah, she retweeted my vlog when I put it out. I actually never said to her, and I was going to show her tweet in the video, but I thought I wouldn't do that because I didn't know if she would want me to. But she was tweeting a lot about being an artist and like people not wanting you to do it, and that's kind of what inspired me to do my last video. And I did say that I was seeing stuff on Twitter, and I was actually referring to her tweet. I didn't tell her did that, and I didn't put her tweet in the thing because I wanted to respect her privacy. But if she's listening, if she got to the end of this godforsaken pod, that actually inspired the video. So thank you for that.
Yeah, literally anytime. It's the same as the first time we experienced Dylan. I think like it's just a tweet that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was really
It's
sweet.
just so nice to hear from people that do enjoy the stuff we make. So if you do,
I'm sure there's a few who don't tweet us, Aiden.
we can only hope that we have more than 2 fans.
That does sound.
Feel free to tweet at us and let you know you're enjoying, because it does make us very happy. Connor Hannum,
Yes.
any last words?
Oh, Joe
for no more, no.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I don't know. It's been fun just talking random shit. But
yeah.
Everything has its time.
Yeah, I'm gonna
ends.
do the final polish of me vlog, and I gotta get it done by tonight. I'm a bit like you these days, and I set myself boundaries of when I'm gonna upload.
Some deadlines, yeah.
That's right. I remember the days when we sat at the pub and I said, Aiden, I want to do this, and you say, just do it, and I go, I don't know if I can.
No, I can't be fucked.
Yeah, those were the days.
All right, Connor, I got to wriggle off. So,
yeah, me
head
too.
of singers out in song.
Sure. Hang on. Where's my ruler?
No one wants your fucking ruler. It ruins it.
Fuck you, Aiden. I don't care.
How bad was our outro in the last episode?
I
It's so
thought it
out of
was,
sync.
I heard you say so bad. I thought it was fine.
Well, I always actually do resync it a little bit, so it's not so shit.
Yeah, I do envy you for that, Aiden. I envy you so much.
For fixing it.
Yeah. Oh, why could that not be me?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Chatting some mad shit.
Just end this fucking dumb episode, please.
Are leaves called leaves because they leave the tree? Let's end this shit! Alright. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. It's Aiden and Connor's podcast. They're doing Doctor Who reviews.
Doing
Doctor Who review. Season 3, baby. That was sick.
What the fuck just happened?